Look, I'm just gonna cut right to the chase here, okay? I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, but this is the most pathetic thing I've seen all year. So yesterday was the 10th anniversary of Bloodborne. I made a whole video about the fact that Sony went the entire 10th anniversary of Bloodborne without so much as tweeting about it. No happy anniversary tweet, no acknowledgement of the fact that one of their most acclaimed games has just spent 10 years in the purgatory of the PS4 bargain bin. No acknowledgement of the fact that the developers of that game have openly said they want the game to be ported to other platforms and updated and preserved, and Sony is the one holding the big red button and they just won't let anybody push it. No acknowledgement of any of that. Don't worry, we will feed you Days Gone Remastered and an Until Dawn remake. Don't worry, we will start shoving PSN requirements into PC single-player games for absolutely no reason other than just the fact that we need to cheese our PSN user counts to investors because we insist on making PlayStation exclusive games, but also the PlayStation exclusive buyer base isn't enough for us anymore, so we have to hide that with PSN cheese. And never mind the fact that Souls-likes and FromSoft games are bigger than they've ever been, and we, as a company, want to make as much money as possible off of as little investment as possible, but we will not re-release the game that's already finished and already done, and the company that made it is openly wanting to do something with it. We won't do any of that, and on the 10th anniversary of that game, we won't even acknowledge the game exists. But you know who will acknowledge that the game exists? It's Icon Era, everyone's favorite garbage PlayStation fanboy forum site that somehow tries to act like they're not a biased forum site. So, Icon Era made 2 threads about Bloodborne on the 10th anniversary. One of them was actually slightly before the 10th anniversary, and it's called, quote, PC gamers have been begging for Bloodborne for 10 years. Here's to another 10. Cheers for tears. Which, a couple things wrong with this. First of all, the PC has Bloodborne. We just Thanos it and did it ourselves because Sony wouldn't do it for us, so we just did it ourselves, which makes the situation even stupider because Sony could have made buckets of money off of this, but they literally just chose not to, so now we're doing it for free. But also, you do realize that PC players are not the only ones who benefit from a re-release or a remaster of Bloodborne, right? Like, this game is locked at PS4 performance on the console. A re-release of the game would benefit PlayStation gamers as well, but you guys don't actually play games, so this doesn't surprise me that it flies over your head. But then also, at the end of the day, Icon Era made a second thread called Bloodborne 10th Anniversary is a massive success as no PC ports announced. So, this is the dumbest thing I've seen all year. I've never seen a community of people actively celebrating the fact that not only is one of their exclusive games locked to garbage performance, but also we're actively celebrating the fact that this game we think is good is not getting any kind of update or proper preservation, all because if it did get an update or proper preservation, that means people who didn't give Sony hundreds of dollars for an underpowered plastic box would be able to play it. Because that's what this is about, to you fucking clowns. You care more about the console than you do about the games, and this is the most blatant example I've seen in a while. So we're just going to read through these threads together, we're going to have a nice little laugh, or we're going to have a nice little cry, because it physically pains me that people like you are still in the gaming community. And if you're a PlayStation fan, you should be physically pained that these people are flying your flag, because this is pathetic. So let's start with this thread here, made by VIP Jim Ryan. And also, you'll get a nice little insight as to how Icon Era operates, because, my goodness, the mods on this site are so fucking sensitive. It is amazing what posts did and did not get people banned in these threads. The White Mamba, who is now banned, by the way, says, "Bro, I hate PC port beggars, but this post is not going to age well. If a remaster does end up being made, it will be day one on PC, just like Until Dawn Remake and Horizon Zero Dawn Remaster." Banned for that, by the way. Also, apparently it's port begging to just acknowledge the fact that there's a giant community of Soulsborne players on the PC who would buy the game and Sony would make lots of money. And apparently it's port begging to point out the fact that it's really dumb that Sony is just holding this game hostage and doing absolutely nothing with it. That's port begging. by the way. That's our definition of poor begging now. Also, fuck you, you're banned for pointing out that it would be day one on PC. Monkey Claw Veteran says, man, fuck Bloodborne. Why are all PC players demanding this? I don't know, maybe because we actually play games and can recognize when a publisher is being stupid. Because even if you don't want this game, even if you don't care about this game, you have to be able to recognize that there is so much money to be made off a PC port. The fact that they're not doing it and instead putting money into pointless remakes and remasters, that's stupid. It says, go buy a used PS5 or 4. Surely after months of whining, they also saved a few bucks. Yeah, this toxic entitlement is doing the exact opposite of what you're trying to achieve. So, I should go pay hundreds of dollars to a company that's not Sony, because you know Sony doesn't get any money out of a used console sale. Also, I love that PC gaming is too expensive, but we're implying that PC gamers are too poor to buy a used console. Fucking, which one is it? Is PC gaming too expensive, or do PC gamers not have any money? And then the point about toxic entitlements doing the opposite of what you want. Sony has caved to PC players multiple times over the last couple of years. They caved after the Helldivers 2 thing, and they just recently caved again by making the PSN accounts optional on a bunch of their PC games. You can call it toxic entitlement if you want, but the idea that PC gamers' demands are not being met by Sony, that's just wrong. Sony is very aware of what we want. Because unlike the PlayStation community, PC players will actually put their money where their mouth is. Which just makes the Bloodborne thing even stupider. Because again, we already have it. We have it for free. Sony could be making money off of it, and they're just not. It's dumb. The discourse around Bloodborne on PC is not us complaining that we don't have it, it's us making fun of Sony for being so careless, and frankly, disrespectful to another company's piece of art. Because again, From Software wants more versions of this game. They openly want more versions of it to be made. It is Sony that's holding it back. And it's not like Sony is even doing anything with it. This is not an issue of accessibility, it's an issue of Sony just being fucking historically bad at being a company, which I would be willing to excuse if they were just shooting themselves in the foot, but now they're sacrificing another company's art in the name of their stupidity. That's ridiculous. Bloodcore says, when Bloodborne released, many joked that it was PS4's only great game. To this day, it's still overrated among PC and Xbox gamers, but it's funny to think that it started as a cheap way to critique PlayStation. Bloodborne came out in 2015. I would love for you to tell me what other great PS4 exclusives were out in 2015. Like, if this was a joke and it just was a cheap way to critique PlayStation, then prove me wrong. What other PS4 exclusive was out before Bloodborne and was great? I will wait. We'll break up the stupidity with someone who actually had something reasonable to say and wasn't banned, surprisingly. Approximal says, I think it's safe to say Sony sometimes comes across as a bit ego-y. They can be dumb, ignore fans, destroy studios that literally carried them for generations. We can all agree they're not the smartest devs. And I'll admit, not being a fan of Souls games, this doesn't affect me in the slightest, and I couldn't care less if it happened. That being said, the hell is wrong with them? This is, with no hyperbole, the easiest slam dunk in gaming history. Waiting to happen to the tone of millions of sales. Even better, sell it on Xbox too, and literally laugh in the piles of money you make. I cannot in the slightest understand this both overprotective yet aloof disinterest in what millions want. It's baffling. Thank you, lone reasonable person on Icon Era. It's not a matter of accessibility. It's not a matter of us crying because we don't have it. Again, we have the best version already. It's the fact that Sony is so goddamn arrogant about a piece of art that wasn't even theirs. They didn't make it. FromSoft did. And I think this is a perfect way to put it. They're somehow both overprotective of it and yet completely disinterested in it. It makes no sense. Why are you so protective of this game that you clearly have no interest in doing anything with? And bonus on bonus, you didn't even make it. This one's funny. This one's funny. This is a little two-parter. We got to get some context here. So Sunsoft Bass, another person who's been banned, writes a whole bunch of games that console fanboys on all sides of the fence were using as beating sticks on PC players, and all these games eventually came to PC. In the list, they say things like Monster Hunter, they say Halo, they say Last of Us, they say God of War, they say Red Dead Redemption 2, they say Death Stranding. basically, it's just all of these games that the console fanboys were using in their console war, and then eventually those games all came to PC. But then Vogue Veteran says, best meltdown on Icon era? Ain't nobody said any of this shit. Really? No one said that PC players will never play Red Dead 2? They never said we would never play God of War, or Uncharted, or Spider-Man, or Halo, or Sunset Overdrive, or Final Fantasy, or Gears of War, or Bayonetta, or Forza, or Metal Gear? You really don't think anyone ever said these things? Are we really just deleting history now? Like, you can look back on my channel, even. I covered these exact things. I made videos about people who said that games like Halo and God of War were never coming to PC, and Spider-Man and Horizon were never coming to PC, and Red Dead 2 was never coming to PC. I made videos on these people. And now we're just acting like this shit never happened? I love this. I love PlayStation fanboys. They boast like crazy about their exclusive games and how no one's ever gonna get to play them. We make fun of them for saying that. The games come to PC, they completely melt down when the games come to PC. We make fun of them for that. Fast forward a few years, and now we're just straight up denying that any of that ever happened. It's not just that, oh, those games came to PC, but we don't mind. It's that those games came to PC. We never said they wouldn't. No one ever said they wouldn't. Why are you being so weird? Banned from Icon era for pointing it out. Like, you guys. What is wrong with you? Like, you know we can fact check you, right? You know this is documented. Oh my goodness, it's great. But with that, I want to move on to the second thread here. The one that was posted at the end of the day, called Bloodborne 10th Anniversary is a massive success as no PC ports announced. So it is successful that the anniversary came and went with no anything. That's a success. And just in case you want to see just how bad Icon Era is and just how desperate the infighting is right now, take a look at this post by OP, right? This is the original post, and they're just like attaching screenshots and links to people's tweets about, you know, them being upset that there's no Bloodborne. But oh, what's that? A tweet from Nick Marcial. Nick Marcial is one of the loudest people in the PlayStation base. And like, as much shit as I give the PlayStation Twitter community, Nick, I can at least say, confidently, plays the games he says he plays. He at least is better than you guys. But because he criticized Sony for not making even a single tweet about Bloodborne, you're lumping him in with the PC gamers that you hate. He's one of yours. Are you kidding me? Well, let's just look at the responses here. Brian75, founder of the site. Wow, I bet your dad's proud. Has a random fucking gif of a kid at Chuck E. Cheese. It says celebrate. Why is this what you chose? Why is that the gif you chose? I could find a million better ones. Here's one. Here's another one. Here's another one. I have better gifs than you, Brian. Eat a whole ass. Sunsoft Bass. Remember, he's the one that posted the long thingy. But then that gets quoted by a staff member who says, "This is not how we do things here. Just take a couple days off, and if you decide to return, please stop with the trolling." Oh, my goodness. So, this right here, this is not trolling, but pointing out that PlayStation fanboys have said dumb things. That is trolling, and we're going to attempt to publicly shame you for trolling. But this, the thread in itself, this is not trolling. This is perfectly fine. Guys, you're not even trying to be a real site anymore. Like, how are you guys this fucking soft? Like, how are you this absolutely incapable of taking just 1% of what you dish, or at least what you try to dish, because your dishes are disgusting. I take your dishes and I throw them across the room like that one fucking It's Always Sunny clip with the mac and cheese. Like, you guys realize what you're doing, right? You make these threads, you not only make your community look absolutely pathetic, you not only completely intoxicate the discourse around the platform that you claim to like, and you give infinite ammo to people like me who are going to roast you across the internet and make not insignificant amounts of money off of you. Do you realize what you're doing? I'm not asking you to stop, I'm just asking you to be aware of it. Because good lord, like, the existence of this site is one giant self-own. It is astonishing. I'm amazed people like this exist. Danja says small victories and gets responded to by Monkey Claw, who says, but victories nonetheless. You're right, yes. Small victories that Sony completely ignored Bloodborne on its 10th anniversary. That's a small victory, but a victory nonetheless. It is a victory to you people. Not just that there's no PC port, but there was no acknowledgement, period. That is a victory to you. It is a victory that Sony did not even acknowledge this game on its 10th anniversary. Go fuck yourself. This is so anti-art. It drives me insane. Ugh, just you people. It starts off funny every time. It starts off funny, and then we get further into the belly of the beast, into the butthole of the beholder, and it gets less funny. And then I just get annoyed. I just get annoyed. I don't know how you people are real. I don't understand how you people can be so excited about the fact that you don't have anything for this game. You boast about how great it is that Sony holds games hostage. You boast about how great it is that you have exclusive games. And then Sony starts mishandling the exclusive games, and you think that's better than before? You think the situation is better than it otherwise would be. Not just that the game is exclusive, but also that the game is being neglected and is exclusive. What is wrong with you? It drives me banana pants. It drives me banana pants. It drives me banana cakes. Banana cakes, banana pancakes, it drives me both of those things. Okay, so, God, I can't right now. I'm gonna do the Doofus Club. I'm gonna do the Doofus Club, and then I'm gonna go play Dark Souls 3, because I'm hardcore addicted to Dark Souls 3 right now. It's so good. Ugh. Been talking for a while. Let's just do this. Hail de nouveau pub cod stop it. Hail de nouveau pub cod stop it. Okay. Joe Try Crab Champion, Zombie Killer 5072, Shock My Nipples, Goal Pyrac, Zombie Fan. Just, oh my god, that just got the fucking Pyrac song from Last Man Standing stuck in my head. Pyrac, ow. Alderoth 01, I watch. Wait, did I go up? I think I skipped. Zombie Fan, Alderoth 01, I watch you while I shit. Joe, Ultimate Jack, Bobby Henner 2, Blast 1314, Snake Eyes 327, Devastator 2000, Edge Knight 1789, Raptor 1. My name was Gamer World. Now it's I rub my nips to Joe. That's right. Everyone's got a weird nipple thing right now. Wild Gamer 2001, Sad Your Freighter, MK2396E, Firestorm 2056, The Crocodile Emote got me. Joe, help. Hentai, Axe Machina Gamma, Elite Wolf, Fire Hazard 105, Epion 504, if you read this, you gay. Klepto Penguin, Banshee, Partial Me 8, GWXSS, Doom Kaiju, Rast the Wolf, Evanco, OK Toodles, Tech Gaming, Jungle Zone, Slim Jim, Realizer, Gaming with Dead People, Bender Fondue, All Games Video, Someone Help, I'm being held against my will, that sucks. Maxico V2 Gaming, Biscuit 1101, Professor Twinkle Nips, McP, Stones, Horizon Forbidden West Remastered, Pope Raphael the Rat King, Riki Spiral, Riki Tiki Tabby, Muskie, Joe's Keyboard Fun, Kareem the Steel Angel, I'm Commander Doofus, and this is my favorite clubs. Smash Jump, Sergeant Jason Bond, Bayer and Vaughn Voderholm, Cyrus failed the homework, admonish me, Joe, forgot to cancel, now I can't afford a motorcycle, 2 Texan 940, Sense Nakage, Yimblu, Skimblue, Yimblu, Hinoka's #1 Saudi fan, Creed Warrior 23, Max Chev, we need the PC, Classic AVP2 Goat Chap, Totally Insane, Vendetta Autry, Black Cobra, Non Voila, Vox Alta, Knife Cypher, Cloakdonix, Ninox, Reborn Me with the fan art, Nick ML04, I own 6 copies of Click 2006 on Blu-ray with the fan art, Harmon's Hair Grease Supplier, Wolf of Midnight, Stick Rider, Pig Venus, Kev Dog 1992, Steve Wen Studios, Film McCracken, The Beastums, On Game, Tariq Brown, Tom from Spokane, Hero Culture, Thorn Skate, Maganex, Severin Evans, Mr. Spine 03, It's the Catalina, Frickin' Wine, Mixer Pow Pow, Wide Trouble, Donnie Weston, Nick Donegan, Gob Gobson, Rogue Winter 919, Bobby Hinner, Grimsy, Nippin', Hangman for Hire, the artist formerly known as Eldon the Noble. Everyone breathe. Frost Crystal, Jimmy Chops, Biogenesis, Ian in Action, Floppy Pingus 97, Michael Musical, Mega Key, Kushka, The Scope of Skull, Ghost Ho, Ryusagi, The Judge 06, Fast Grow, Femtanga, Raptor, Tim, Omnisef 94, Blue Hook, Joe, forgot to cancel, and now I can't pay the ransom. The Return of the King, Snorlaxon, waiting on my medical card, Jody Breeze, Smitty, Werver, Jagger, Man Jensen. That one fucked my mouth again, but it was probably the least fucky it's been. Max Laurel Massimo, Demetrius Papagiorno, Nick Advertisement, Diego Garcia, hey, it's Maddie, Kip Gibbons, Boofner, I American Idiot, Bearable Blood, 80, Antoine Horton, Your Oracle, The Last of Us is Boring, Cope, oh no, it's Justin, Randroid, Tony Wayne, Bloodline, Extreme Wolf 7, Joey Scoops, my name is Mud, Joe Taku, Stop Burning, Joe's Chicken, I'm fucking hungry, Calm, Breathe in, Breathe out, Go for the Last 10, Wannabe Hobo, Jidge, Westa, Billet 310 Char, Rob C, I Am Veg, The Groovy Banana, Curtin Allen's Pack, The Scrum Master, I own 4 copies of Tangled 2010 on Blu-ray. Whew, okay. We got through that together. Man, this one was painful. I feel like this one was, in pain. I'm gonna go to urgent care because I'm in pain. So I'll go to urgent care where they will not care for me and most certainly not be urgent. Okay, toodles.